What we did with the youth today was allow them to look at the different aspects of their life and go through and list the issues that they go through and the solutions that they feel like respond to those issues. So we only got a chance to go through a few of them. So definitely this is a conversation that needs more time. But the youth, this is all from the youth voice, this is their input. And come on up, yeah. Give them a round of applause. Allow them to speak freely. And this is what we're here for. So thank you.
Okay, my name is Deshaun Blackhawk. All right, we're in this room and we are trying to gather up a lot of things to talk about and try to get together to fix the community and also help a lot of people in color, have a higher chance in getting a better future and having a great chance in providing for their young children. So before I start, I'm gonna let my other people, my other friends, introduce themselves and let them go what they're gonna talk about.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kiera Duncan. I'm from Detroit, at Cody PIT, and I'll be talking to you today about school. I'll talk to you today about what we would like to see in school and what we discussed while in our
My name is Dave Austin. I'm from Detroit. I'm going to be talking to you about how we can better serve the school if we make our community better.
Okay, so when we sat down with each other, the first topic we brought up was what basically impacts youth life, and school was one of the topics. And so we decided to start elaborating on what we would like to see. And basically it was about better student to teacher ratios. We would like better learning conditions, more diverse learning, because everyone doesn't learn the same way, and some people require more attention than others. We would also like the teachers to have better training to be able to understand students and not just dismiss them. Because a lot of disruptive students probably have a reason behind the disruptness, and teachers don't take the time out to see that. They just like to dismiss them or suspend them or write them up. So we would like to change that as well, to have better discipline options. We would also we would like this to start at preschool, not just in high school or middle school, because, like he said, third graders should be able to read by then. Like, that's unacceptable. And if we want to see a positive change, we need to start at the youngest age possible, because we are the future. And if we don't get educated properly, then that means who are going to be there to take care of y'all? We would like relative teaching and also advanced placement, because we want everybody to be able to be comfortable when they're learning. Some people move at a slower pace, others move faster. But I feel like it's not fair to those students to have to suffer those consequences. The advanced students have to sit there and wait for someone else to catch up, or the students who doesn't learn as quickly have to move faster than when they're ready and therefore fail the subject and can't graduate on time. Hands-on learning. We will also hands-on learning, I feel like is a good option, but some students would prefer technology or prefer bookwork, so that's where the diverse learning comes in. We need to be able to work where we're most comfortable at, because that's the best way for us to succeed. Because we work at some majority rule or majority level, some people that's not in that majority will fail, and I feel like every child counts, so we should be able to attend to each person's needs. And that's it. So we basically discussed that each district should have equal opportunities. No district should be better than the other. I feel like everyone should be able to work on the same playing field, no matter if it's DPS, Bloomsfield, anywhere, Lansing, anywhere. We should all have the same base opportunity. We all come from Michigan. We all want our youth to succeed. So why not give each person the equal opportunity to do that?
I'm going to be talking to y'all about peers and about things that should be happening with the people around us, that surround us, and, you know, who we relate ourselves to and how this goes. So first, I want to go over lifting each other up. And when I say that, we have a lot of youth that hang around people that do not try to push them for what they believe in, or, you know, try to help them in for whatever it might be. So like if a kid likes music and he hangs around people that don't even associate themselves with music, what we want to do is try to provide, you know, the best needs for the people who do what they want to do. So we have more respect for each other and giving and receiving, and that goes with lifting each other up. And I say that because you can't hang around people that don't try to push you forward in life. Because if you hang around people that steady with negativity and that aren't trying to do positive things, that are trying to get you to do the wrong thing, like hop in cars and, you know, associate yourself with the wrong things and try to stir up arguments and always try to bring the bad out of you and not the good, that's something that we should try to acknowledge our kids and the younger people to stay away from. Because if those are the kids that are going to push you down, it's also good to stay away from them, but it's also good to try to show them what's the right thing to do. So even if it's hard and it's difficult, and you may have friends that, you know, aren't seeing the right thing, what's best for you to do is help yourself so you can help others. We also went over acceptance, and a good way to show, you know, people that you accept them is to respect them. And when I say that, it's by accepting people for who they are, and even if you might not like them, or they might irritate you, or you might not feel comfortable around them at the times, you have to understand that it's better to accept people, because that's the right thing to do. And that's just going to push people forward in life and bring out the best in everybody that we need. We also talked about good things that can, good places that can, you know, help bring the good out of people, and that's church. So if you're in a community and you see kids out or anything, it's best to try to communicate and get them in church, because if you can give them the Word of God and, you know, teach them what's supposed to be, you know, what's supposed to be taught in the way of life, then they will understand the meaning of what's really out there. Because the best thing to do is just, you know, make sure people can all make it up there to heaven. Because, you know, if we're all doing the right thing, then the communities, then the schools, then the teachers, your friends, and your parents, and, you know, everybody will be able to understand each other, and we'll be able to have rooms like this full of families. And we'll even be able to have it even bigger, just to show the support, because that's what we need. We need more acceptance, we need some more support, and we can also do better if we can get more people in church. I also want to cover on listen to us and take action. And I'm saying you should listen to the youth and take action in what we're saying, because although you're older and you have a lot more wisdom than us, it's also good to understand and listen to what we have to say and hold us accountable for it, because we're also capable of learning, and so are you. You know, you can always teach a old dog new tricks. So, you know, just listen to us and take action. You know, try to interact with us, and it's best to create new ways to inspire the human mind. And just give us a chance in whatever we believe in. So, you know, even if it's a hard dream to overcome to be an NBA star, you know, if that's not even your child, do the best you can to help us and give us a chance in what we believe in, because we do, you know, try to strive for hard and crazy goals, but, you know, it's best to just push us, because that's what's going to help us succeed in other things to get to that step.
We're talking about our community. This is like one key thing that we have to do. You know, gang violence. one thing we can avoid, one way of avoiding gang violence is like after school, more after school activities. Like we sit in school all day, and after we leave out, what do we have nothing else to go to? Like there's nothing around us that we can actually just go diverse, talk, do things. So what do we have? More after school activities to keep our mind, keep us going, instead of going out there into all that bad situation out there and all that negative energy. That's just don't take in negative things. Like that'd be awesome. Mentorship. If you had some, like, to me, say like having someone to actually listen to you. Like the reason why I think people be going into gangs is because they're not seeing. Like you're not seeing us. Like we don't feel like you know us as a person, that you see us as a person. So we are going out to gangs because they accept us. That like we think them as family if we don't have a good family at home. That's why I think there's a lot of gang activity. Notice us. We want people to notice us and actually, talk to us and make us feel like we're worth being there. Also, we want people to fit someone that fits our needs. Like if we have something that we want, we're gonna tell you what we want and what we need. We would love someone that talk to us about that and try to get us what we need. Like, and people that look like other people like you that actually experience these things. Like older people that's experienced that they haven't actually been seen before. Like someone that experienced something that you have that you're experiencing now. That I would love to talk to them and see how they overcame that barrier. More access to services. Saying that is like saying more access to more access to talking to other people, like talking to others, like communication, like talking to others to diverse and don't feel left out or left alone, like you're not hip or whatever. So you get to talk to other people and connect with others, and it'll keep you out of gang activity exactly. So you don't have to go out there and just be trying to rob somebody or a store or something. Job training. That I really don't have much to say about job training, but if you have a job, I'm pretty sure you're really not thinking about gangs. If you have something that you work like you're trying to get your money. You ain't trying to go out there and go grab a gun and go try to stick up somebody. You think about money, how to your job, especially if you love your job. If they train you to love something that you really love, like building cars and working robots, like underwater robotics. It's something that you love, especially if that's your job. You're gonna go out there and do it. You're not even thinking about being in the game. OGs giving back. People that have experience being in the game and has left it and has now been changed and coming back to talk to us about how that was a life that we don't want to live. Like us in Detroit, we go to a place called Don Bosco, and one of the counselors there, his name is Mr. Muhammad. He was once in a game like back in the day in his time, and he is now coming back and telling us the importance, like what we need and the importance of in life instead of all that, because all that we don't need. That's just stuff that's moving us from the purpose that we have. Like doing that is like that's something like a bad experience. He said that he's telling us that he's experienced it. He's telling us from his point of view that is not something that we want to get in. And I really, I feel that. Bringing the games to the table and ask what we need. So if there's all these gangs in our city, Bloods, Crips, all that, what if we get all the gangs to come in one and talk to us? Like we get to talk to the gang and see, like tell them like why is this happening? Like why are you doing this? Why y'all doing that? Can you please do this? Can you please do that? Like like whatever you're doing, do it for if you're gonna do something for the community, for the environment. Right. Like they cut down our trees, do something about that. You want to go over there and rob my man's over there, but you don't want to go over there and tell him to stop cutting down your tree. So programs asking youth what they need. We definitely need that because it seems like we can get no voice. Like it seems like the adults gonna just do whatever they want to do and not ask us what we want. We all young people want something. If you don't know if you don't just give us something and not know what we want, you need to ask us first. I feel like that. I'm not doing that. It's really sad to see that parents are going on about, well, my child need to do this, my child need to do that. Mom, you don't even know what I want. So we need to talk. We need to actually. You need to act first with all the students and all your young people and actually know what they want.
Hello again. I have a letter that's from Youth Need to Have a Voice, and this letter is a representation of that, and I want to read it to you. So, it says, Dear Mr. Irvin, students at the Detroit Institute of Technology, including myself, wish to propose an idea that can benefit both students who take public transportation and those who don't. Our teacher placed a similar message in the suggestion box, but other students and I want to reach out to you personally. We wish to have a conversation about the effects that bus car issues have on attendance, academic success, and safety. Using a case study as a jumping off point, we have begun to develop ideas to address these legitimate concerns. If we can consider combining student IDs and transportation technology, we might be able to eliminate many of the issues that concern us. We would love to be provided the platform to collaborate with stakeholders who could drive these ideas to possible reality. This is why we believe DPS, DDOT, and the Mayor's Office and other representatives, when identified, should consider making time for this game-changing movement and help us really begin to imagine the possibility. We anticipate your response. Yours truly, Gregory Scott. Now, this letter was written in 2012 and have yet to be answered. And so, basically, the point of that is to say, you should have a voice and a reason in what we want. The stakeholders, the people who make the decisions, should listen to the youth, because how can you make a decision for the youth without asking them what's best for them? I understand people be like, oh, well, we were young once. Well, times have changed since then. There are new things that's happening that you probably wouldn't understand because you're not living in that exact moment as a young adult. For example, our black men. Yes, y'all used to live back in the day. Okay, things weren't as bad as they are today. Like, they're kind of worse. Gangs are more around than they used to be. People don't seem to understand that. Everyone is, we were young, okay, you understand. We appreciate your wisdom, but also take knowledge from us too, because we're actually living it. And that's all I have to say.